Hearing painful victories and earth-shattering truth. So you've been battling something, and it may be an internal battle for you. And I hear a trick of the mind kind of a deal going on here. But somebody did something, and all I keep hearing is, I can't believe my eyes. Is this what I'm seeing? I can't believe my eyes. Is this really happening? Like, I almost get that feeling of like, am I being punked? It's almost that feeling of like, how the hell did I not see this? Right? But they're calling it an end to this battle because you were sitting there before this, oh my goodness moment, and you were sitting there, and it's like you had this pause of being like, no, that's just like, and you were trying to downplay it. But something occurred recently that you are unable to look the other way. You're unable to turn the cheek. And they have this Knight of Swords energy out here. And they're just saying, in a blink of an eye, decisions were made. In a blink of an eye. And they have it being a bittersweet victory, but they do have it out here in the cards as being a victory. And when I sat and I asked, what were we victorious over? And how we became victorious, they just kept talking about watering what you have, not wanting what you don't. And they talked about using all of yourself, truly embodying the magician. But then when faced with the truth of the Hierophant, knowing better, now doing better. So now that you see what you see, that action card of what are you going to do with it? And they threw out this Queen of Cups, which was very interesting. And really what I was being told to look at was the fact that she was surrounded by cattails. And it's just brings everything together in that this is a bittersweet. Like, you learned the lesson. Subconsciously right now, you have learned the lesson. You see things for as they are and not as you wish them to have been. But there is a sadness in the fact that things are not the way that you had hoped that they would be. That things are not as rosy as your brain had allowed them to be painted. And they're talking about this weighing of the scales as being internal for you. As being a, well, shit, now what kind of a thing. Like, how did we get here? What happened? And they're saying that this is going to trigger a lot for you. And you're going to really need to pull deep and to pull up some strength here. It's going to, so I'm hearing unbury some wounds, bring up some struggles, specifically linked with your child self. I'm hearing manipulation. I'm hearing lies, deceit, all of these things that you buried at the core of yourself and you built on unknowingly are now coming full circle, and you're going to have to deal with that. And they're saying that this dealing with is going to be led via your swift action, in the sense of following your flame, following your soul, following what you feel to be right. And they're reminding you to keep it out of your head, which is interesting. It's an interesting way of saying it. Keep it out of your head. And they're just saying that you think too much. You're upper Dantian heavy. And you need to take it out of your mind space and bring it back into the body. But I asked, what is the bridge between this Hierophant, this know better, do better, and this Two of Swords energy, this decision that you are then faced with this option of what to do now that you know. And the bridge is, they just have out, I mean, they have out here the Ace of Cups, but they're asking you to take it out of the mind space and bring it back into the body. So this is that new beginning, that new emotional beginning, and they're calling it bittersweet because there's a little bit of this sorrow, this like undertone of being sorrowful that is hard to just sweep away. This is gonna hurt. And I feel like a lot of people tell you, I'll smile, it's gonna be okay, but your guides aren't telling you that. Your guides are, there's like this message of like, let it hurt. There's this message of let it sting. Let it run its course. You need to feel it. Because the fact that this keeps occurring, and they're saying this is a pattern for you, of staying with manipulators, of being manipulated. And they're saying that you have always seen it, thought it, and moved on. But they're saying you've never felt it. And they're telling you the way that you break this cycle, this karmic lesson, is to fully learn it. And the only way that you, as a vessel, is going to fully learn it is if you feel your way through it. So they're saying don't push your pain off, but feel your pain in its entirety, which is so very interesting. So let's see, we got this new beginning out here. Ooh, cards, focus. Let's see if we can, yep. So this new beginning is this King of Cups energy, and they directly have you in this move away from. Honestly, I'm really feeling a relationship here. I'm really feeling a discontent within a relationship, and I feel like it's twofold. I do feel like this relationship is been brought about because there is a disconnect within self, but that this relationship has also kept you from connecting fully within self because, oh, that brings me back to the other message from yesterday. It's kept you distracted from connecting fully with self. It's always been, I'm hearing a tornado. It's always been a tornado that you've had to keep your attention on. Simmer the fires, make things better. There's just this distraction aspect, this keeping you not actually moving forward. And as I say that, the too many options comes out. That's hysterical. But they're saying that this new emotional beginning of the Hierophant bridge, of the I know better, and the Two of Swords, my decision, this new beginning is going to be for this King of Cups energy. That's going to be this moving away from this to calmer waters is what I'm hearing. So if this is you, they're just asking you to truly feel the emotions that come from this and not to push them off. But they're reminding you to have strength, and you've never been tested on something you couldn't overcome. All right, well, that was pretty serious, but it was needed. Have a good weekend, B.